We have all been there. You want to tweak just a few values on some of your project assets and suddenly you lost the whole afternoon clicking through 50 tabs back and forth. Wouldn't it be nice if there was an easy way to edit all of these assets at the same time? Well, now there is. Welcome to this overview of the property spreadsheet. Whether it's adjusting gameplay parameters across blueprints, tinkering with your game's input actions, or just making sure all your textures have the same settings, the Property Spreadsheet plugin will save you countless hours by letting you view, filter and edit properties of multiple assets at once, all in one spreadsheet-style table directly in the Unreal editor. Let's start with the basics. Here we have a folder with a number of item assets, like the ones on the right, that I'd like to edit. The simplest way to make a spreadsheet for these is by creating one right here. Just right-click, go down to PSI and create a new spreadsheet with a helpful name. When you open the spreadsheet, it is already displaying all the assets in the same folder as table entries by default. Now you can select one of your assets and pin the properties you want to work with. After that, you can customize the view to suit your needs. For instance, by rearranging the columns, changing the line height, or giving individual properties a more readable text alignment. All of these settings will be saved in your spreadsheet asset, so you can always continue where you left off last time. Once your spreadsheet is set up, you can start editing. You can change property values directly in the table view, and the plugin supports all property types, with each having their own editor widgets. As you may notice from the footage, the table can be navigated using only the keyboard. You can switch between cells using the arrow keys or common spreadsheet shortcuts, and editing is initiated by pressing F2 or simply by typing. You can also select multiple cells and bulk edit them directly in the table. Alternatively, you can always use the Details panel for that. When selecting a property in the table, the Details panel jumps to and highlights that property, so you don't have to search for it. On top of editing your properties, you can rename, create and delete assets directly in the spreadsheet. Inversely, changes made to the folder are instantly updated to the spreadsheet as well. If I duplicate some of the entries in my table here, they appear as new assets in the content browser. And if I delete them in the content browser, they are instantly removed from the spreadsheet too. Each column in the table can be sorted and filtered. So if you did duplicate some assets and need to find them, just filter the name column. Depending on the property type, you can also use specialized filters like regular or numeric expressions. So I can also filter, say, my price value to show me only items that are worth more than 10, 100 and so on. The property spreadsheet is designed to edit all asset types and unify the editing experience. One asset type that deserves special mention in that regard is DataTables. As of writing this video, DataTable support is still in testing and will be added in version 1.1 as the first of several planned feature updates. This feature will allow you to edit data tables, or rather data table rows, in the same way as everything you have seen before, including the ability to edit the rows of multiple data tables in the same spreadsheet, create and delete rows in the spreadsheet, and to bulk edit the row properties, which is not possible in the native data table editor. As with other assets, all changes are mirrored in real time. The Property Spreadsheet is a lightweight editor-only plugin that doesn't alter your project in an intrusive way. It simply allows you to make changes to properties that you could have made manually. It is scalable and has minimal performance impact. You can view thousands of entries of different types inside a single spreadsheet if you want. But keep in mind that the assets shown need to be loaded into memory. The RAM is the limit, so to speak. The plugin itself can be removed from a project at any time without the risk of corrupting your files. The only thing you will lose is a lot of time editing them one by one again. One last thing before we wrap up. A while back, we released our advanced tech display plugin, which gives you color and layout options for your gameplay tech containers across the Unreal editor. In tandem with the spreadsheet, this plugin will also give an enhanced table widget for your gameplay tags, so you can have a better overview and take advantage of the plugin's other features inside our spreadsheet as well. If you're using gameplay tags in your projects, we suggest you check it out, link down below. And that concludes this overview of the property spreadsheet. You can check the full feature list and details on our store page or website. You can also join our Discord, all links in the description, or simply ask any questions you have down in the comments. While our core functionality is finished and stable, the property spreadsheet is still in active development. And as I already said, there will be several big feature updates in the future, which we will introduce in separate videos. So, if you'd like to get notified when we upload them, subscribe or follow us on our socials. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon!